Welcome in, welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live.
I don't even hear you rollcast if you're playing anything.
You play to win the game.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Sorry for the delay. Had some serious technical difficulties going on, but we will attempt to soldier on through the show because, you know, that's what soldiers do. We drive on and get the job done.
They just don't win in
except for the disease of me. I know.
Yeah, okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
But
just needed you to finish it. That's all.
Thank you. I finished it. All right.
Okay.
But as you can see, I'm here with the Transformer. I'm here with Sneed. Got what you need, and we are going to kick it with y'all for the next couple hours or so. And we believe we got a pretty good show lined up for you. As you can see from the main thumbnail, from the rundown, we're going to talk some Kawhi. We're going to talk craziness with the WNBA, and we are going to talk the NFL Hall of Fame 2027 possible inductees. We're going to get to who we think might end up being the finalists. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to the channel members. Coach T, what's going on? It's not that serious. Chief Sid Bubba, shout out to you. Shout out to everything you do for our great nation. Shout out to everything you do for this channel. And, of course, shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. Order arms.
Jeez.
Hey, man,
Only 2 months of this left. All right. Baltimore Bruce was good. Steve, king of the chat. Nino, Sneed got what you need. Number one contributor. Micah, D Ross 881, Red Wolf 31, and of course the real Siberius. All right. We got a quick couple of public service announcements. All right. For the betterment of everybody involved, for ourselves and for you guys to maximize your time and what we do here, we are going to do better by y'all and work on better managing the time. All right. We're going to try to be a little bit more concise in the way we present these topics while still not denying you the nuance that you expect from us. But also, we ask that you guys, please, when you call in, if you're a channel member, you got 5 minutes to talk. So please get directly to your points. If you're not a channel member, you get 3 minutes. Again, please get directly to your points. We're going to have to start cutting these calls short because some of these calls go 15, 20 minutes. And that really, we love talking to y'all. We love interacting with y'all. But if we get an opportunity to take shorter calls, then we can get more people in to give their thoughts and we can move the show at a better pace.
Bruce, may I? We're going to do a better job of managing our time when we present the topic, discuss the topic, and then kind of be more in sequence and thoughtful about bringing you guys in for the call. Oh, he's got the flag ready to go when we need it? All right, Bruce, we're ready.
All right, y'all. So we are going to go ahead and get into the quick hits. And as you'll see, I am even going to attempt to make my quick hits faster. Listen, I apologize, y'all. I love talking with y'all and I love doing this and I talk a lot. So I'm one of the main reasons this thing goes too long. All right. First quick hit, y'all. First quick hit. This is the first thing I want to do. I want to shout out a viewer that corrected me. Y'all know some of you guys, I argue with you like crazy on the side, outside of the show, in the chat, on the show, whatever. And one of the things I say all the time is I have no problem with being corrected. Just refute me with proof. If you think I'm wrong, prove that I'm wrong. I'm all good with that. So that's the first thing I want to do today. I want to admit that I was very wrong. So last week when we did the show, or last episode when we did that Jalen Rose topic, and he mentioned about people who didn't play the game. And one of the things I mentioned was some of the all-time best coaches didn't play the game. Now, if you go back and listen to what I said, because I did go back and listen to what I said, I mentioned 3 coaches. I mentioned Larry Brown, I mentioned Bobby Knight, and I mentioned Dean Smith. And one of the viewers put a comment on the channel, and that is shout out to George Wagner 2352, who corrected me. Larry Brown was a pro player. He was a starting point guard on the ABA championship team in 1968. He played for Dean Smith at UNC, that I knew. Dean Smith and Bobby Knight both played Division I basketball. So I named all 3 of those guys, and I was very wrong. I totally forgot about Larry Brown. Dean Smith and Bob Knight, I knew they played, but I didn't consider them having played at a high level. Anyway, no excuse. The point is, shout out to George Wagner, 2352, for correcting me because I was what they like to call wrong and strong. I made that comment and I was way off, and George Wagner got me straight. So thank you so much for doing that. You see how easy this is? When you're wrong, just come out here and say that. It's no problem. So I want to give a shout out to George Wagner for that. Appreciate you. All right, that's my first quick hit. All right, second quick hit is I can't even wait. No, second quick hit was for me. NFL running backs are getting paid again. Caller from Ohio, I see you, but we haven't opened up the phone lines yet, so you might want to hold on. All right, running backs are getting paid again. A couple of years ago, we saw this whole business of the running backs and them being concerned about being greatly devalued, and we all were too, because we all love the running back position, and we know that that's a key part of having success offensively on a football team. This past week, we saw something that was surprising. So Jonathan Taylor got a 2-year extension from the Indianapolis Colts worth $44 million total, with a guaranteed money of $39 million and average value of $22 million. So shout out JT. Next up, Bijan Robinson, he got a 3-year extension with a base of $66.75 million with a max of $75 million if he meets all of his incentives, which is not the easiest thing to do, but it's very possible. He's got guaranteed money of $51 million on that with an AAV of $22.25 million. So he just kind of clears Jonathan Taylor on average annual value. And finally, Jahmyr Gibbs of the Lions follows up with that with a reported value 3-year extension of $67.5 million base up to $75.75 million total. And that's a guaranteed money of $51.5 million with an AAV of $22.5 million. So we are beginning to see running backs getting paid again, and it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's what I got. And I got one more quick hit. So they're going quickly, so I'm gonna drop one more.
Can I throw mine in there also?
What's going on with you today, man? What's up with all this? Yeah, throw the flag on yourself, man. I got one more since I'm running through them. Pause. All right, here's the deal. Akron, the Akron Zips. We talked about this earlier. This was pretty cool. So they're running a promotion to, I guess, boost season ticket sales for their college football program. And their program says one lucky winner who's a season ticket holder will be selected totally at random, and they will get to work with head coach Joe Moorhead and script the first offensive drive of the season in their game against Robert Morris, which I think is a super cool promotion. So let's just say, we get in there and we're playing and Transformer wins. He gets to go work with the coach, script the first 10 plays, and then I don't know how much involvement there will be with the actual play calling, but he gets to work with the coach and help script the first drive. So that's pretty cool.
Who is this?
Akron, the Akron Zips.
Akron Zips?
Mm-hmm.
Are they that trash?
They're not trash. No, they're in the MAC.
Okay.
They're a solid team. Personally, I think it's a promotion to kind of boost interest, fan excitement, and season ticket purchases. That's what I think.
All right.
So I think it's a pretty cool promotion.
I mean, damn, they're just out there auditioning for anybody to come out there and coach the game.
I was gonna say, I think what Transformers trying to say is that coach sucks, and he's looking for some input.
Need some help. Sneed, that's things. I'm like, dang, man, you gonna need the fans to come in and help you with some play calls, man.
So the thing about the opponent is Robert Morris is a very, very small private school, and I don't think they present much of a threat. So going with the first drive, kind of sort of having some input in the script, it's probably doable. I don't think it's going to impact the outcome of the game. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is more disrespectful to Robert Morris.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
They
think
trash.
so. Yeah.
Y'all
And by the
so
way,
trash.
my wife graduated from Robert Morris, so this is crazy.
Y'all are so trash. We gonna get a random fan to come in here and script the first 10 plays.
Yeah, that's
of
right.
the
Rent a OC.
Bro, that's crazy. That's wild, bro.
I took that a little differently, Transformer. Pause. I just thought it was to, you know, just make some excitement for the season and sell some more season tickets. That's all I thought.
I mean, two things can be true.
But the crazy thing is their OC was like really good though. He was a Penn State OC a few years ago when they were scoring a lot of points. So I mean, that's their head coach now, I should say.
Okay. All right. I mean, shout out Akron, bro. The folks that it's that one-sided that they could script plays from a random fan. All right, man. My quick hit.
Just a kid from Akron.
I'm just a kid from Akron. Scripting plays to beat Robert Morris. Hey, now if they score, oh man, it's just awful, bro. It's just awful.
Bro, I was saying the same thing. If they score on that scripted first drive, that is like the ultimate victory for Akron.
Bruh.
But I mean, just Robert Morris, they just go home after that.
Bruh,
How does it get any worse?
I would concede the game. I'd be like, you know what, bro, I'm out.
If I won that contest, I would be playing NCAA football all night, Akron versus Robert Morris, trying out all types of different
all types
things
of schemes
against their defense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. But all right, man, my quick hit, very, very quick hit. But, you know, I hate to do these things, but, you know, I give credit where credit is due. We had a passing of Sir Don Nelson, former Laker, but championship Celtic. Bro, you gonna let me cook, Bruce? Like, dang, let me cook. Let me cook. He was a Laker first. All right. Former Laker. We didn't give him any tick, but he went to the Boston and he won what, 4 or 5 championships? He won 4 or 5 with y'all, didn't he, Bruce? I think like 5, right? Okay. So 5 championships. Of course, he went on to become a head coach, I believe, with the Mavericks for sure, Golden State for sure. I think it's one more team. Milwaukee, I think, was the other team that he had a chance to coach for. I don't think he ever won any titles, but, you know, long-time coach, but 5-time NBA champion as a player, you know, unfortunately passed away. I'm not sure of his age. I'll have to go back and look at that, but I wanted to give love and
86.
credit.
86.
86. The lovely age of 86. Nice young age, man. And, you know, my condolences to the Nelson family. One of our competitors as a Laker, you know, freaking baller, man. I mean, he, you know, started off his career nice and slow, but started off his career slow, but he found a niche and obviously he was able to blossom in the garden, man. So, you know, just want to send my condolences, man. RIP in the chat for Mr. Don Nelson, guys. That was it. That was my quick hit.
He was a brilliant basketball mind. He had some great ideas. I feel like he ushered in new styles to the game.
Yeah.
And I think probably his most impressive thing as a coach was taking players who wouldn't necessarily be impact players, using them in unique ways, allowing them to flourish in his different types of systems. Small players thrived in his systems. Fast players thrived in his systems. If you didn't play great defense, he still found ways to help you make an impact on the team. Yeah. He used his bench. He used pace. He used strategy at a time when those things were unusual and uncommon. So I know he didn't win a championship as a coach, but he was the architect of modern small ball in a way. And I remember, especially in Dallas, him trying some different things, and Golden State trying some different things. This is before Mark Jackson, way before.
He was a coach right before Mark Jackson got
there. Yeah. So for years before that, way before. But he was able to leverage players' talents you normally wouldn't think would have been starter caliber or impact worthy, and he helped them find places for his teams.
Early 90s Transformer, Run TMC. Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, and Tim Hardaway Sr.
I thought you were talking about his second stint. You know, he came back to Golden State.
Did he?
Yeah. He was before Mark Jackson.
Okay. Was he?
Yeah, I want to say like what, 2011, 2009? He came back for a little minute.
Okay.
Let's see.
2009 would be Mark Jackson.
Let me Let's see. Yeah, he came back and because he left Dallas, he resigned in Dallas in 05, and he went to Golden State for 4 years. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the second time. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, that was before Mark Jackson. But yeah. But yeah, man, that was all our quick hits, guys, man. You see how that was nice and quick? 15 minutes. I mean, due to technical difficulties, we're kind of like trying to figure out the mic and audio situation, guys, for all that is included in listening to us now. It's a massive malfunction going on with the audio as far as StreamYard. So if you see us kind of like delaying on who's talking, that's because we got to unmute ourselves, mute the other one, and start talking, because if not, you guys are going to hear a mad echo. We don't know what the problem is, but hopefully StreamYard fixes it soon. That way we can continue to give you quality content as we always do, guys. But other than that, we open up the phone lines, man. If you guys got a quick hit, call in, make it quick and short. It's called a quick hit. So, state your piece and get out of there. What's up? What's going on? Oh, thanks for calling the Format Podcast. Who's this? Bruce, if you're muted, then I can't hear him. Bruce, if you're muted, I can't hear the mic. I can't hear them.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Sorry.
No,
Can you
we
hear me?
can't hear the caller.
That was what happened there. What is?
Yeah, if you mute yourself, Bruce, we can't hear the caller.
Let's try again. Caller, thank you for calling Format Podcast. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing, Doc?
Doing all right, man. How are you? Hello?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Are you able to hear us?
Hey, Doc, how you doing today?
Doing all right. How about you?
Hey, my name's Caden. I'm a first-time caller, long-time viewer of the show.
Thank you, man.
Doc, Bruce. Hey, I wanted to address like the whole NBA situation with you first, and then get to some other news to you. I think you find interesting.
All right, hold on, man. Listen. I don't know if you heard at the beginning, man. We gotta keep the show moving. So I need you to get directly to your point. All right, you got 3 minutes. Go.
I mean, with the whole NBA situation, quite frankly, this has been a lot of moves, in my opinion, that just are ridiculous. And quite frankly, I find it to be ridiculous that they're offering a lot of money, even with the LeBron situation. Like, that was just ridiculous. And then I needed to address something with you, Doc. Somebody's been talking a little crap about your Notre Dame Irish behind your back, and I've been, I'm meaning to tell you, but I just figured I'd tell you here now so you can at least know.
Okay, listen, I really appreciate that. But go ahead.
No, hold on, Doc. You gotta hear this. Doc, do you know a caller by Tyler Crinsley?
No, I'm not sure, but go ahead.
Tyler's a viewer of the show. He called in. He's been talking crap about your Notre Dame Irish behind your back, and I just said at least let you know. He goes by Tyler Crinsley in the YouTube chat, so I just said at least let you know, Doc. But I appreciate you taking my call, and I'll let you guys get back at it to it. But appreciate y'all.
Hey, thanks so much, man. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you.
Always.
All right, bye-bye.
He's already a viewer of the channel, so I think he's subscribed already, Bruce.
Oh, yeah, touche. It's one of those, you say the thing. Ed Dog, go ahead, call back. Let's get your quick hit real quick, and then we'll. What's going on, Ed Dog?
What's going on, fellas? Yeah. So, like I said, this is for my brother. Only my brother. You gotta be quick with it because we gotta keep the show rolling. You gotta start, bench, cut, and you get an honorable mention. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of these 4 guys, which one would you work out with? Flex Wheeler, CT Fletcher, Mike O'Hearn, or your guy Chuck?
My guy Chuck will be one. That's a start.
Okay, so you'll start with Chuck.
Yeah. Start with Chuck.
Okay.
CT Fletcher. Flex it. Oh. Yeah, let's go CT, Mike O'Hearn, and then Flex. Flex get cut.
So Flex should get cut.
Yeah, Flex get cut. Too cocky.
Okay. Yeah, you better go with Chuck, man. That's my boo.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I've already worked out with Chuck, so that's kind of an easy answer right there. I already know how he works out. You should have left Chuck out of it and let me just pick the 3. Chuck was always going to be first.
Well, I said an honorable mention, so I was.
Oh, the honorable mention. My bad. Michael Hearn will be my honorable mention. The one that get cut will be Flex though. I'll bench CT for Chuck. Is he there? Did we lose him? Stand by. Next caller. Eddie, you there, bro? All right, looks like we lost Eddie, man. But, there goes my answer, guys. If you guys didn't know who any of those guys were, some former power lifter, Chuck, my dog, from Key West, Florida. We used to work out together back in my Key West days. I frequently try to take visits up to Virginia to work out with him. Flex Wheeler, former Arnold Classic winner. He never won the Olympia. And we all know Michael Hearn, man. That's like the bodybuilding Jesus. Man, hair is just, it's like, we call, not sunshine, flowing hair. He's like flowing hair, but bodybuilding version. Yeah. There you go. Unmute yourself.
Go ahead, Bruce.
NBA or not, all we're gonna say is Olivia Miles.
Problem.
If you think if you ain't heard or you ain't into the antics, a woman that can hoop besides Asia Wilson,
Super nice.
Olivia Miles, the real deal. Check out. That's all I got, guys. Olivia Miles.
Yep.
She is the
Really?
real
Yeah, she's
Yeah, if
super
you
nice.
haven't been watching WNBA, you don't know about Olivia Miles, man. You got a problem.
Yeah.
That chick is a
Exactly.
problem.
Super nice.
Yeah.
All right. Love it. Great job getting through the quick hits quickly. Y'all appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's go to the first topic. And this thing is
Dangerous.
how do I say? Yeah, this thing is getting more strange by the day. Kawhi Leonard. Okay, so we all know who Kawhi Leonard is, so I'm not gonna go through too much background on him. This
should
whole
we?
thing, I'm sorry.
The king of LA. Talk about it.
Kawhi Leonard is one of the best two-way players of his era. He's also one of the most injured of his era. Much like Joel Embiid, if he was healthy, who knows what it could have been, but he's not often, but he's a heck of a player. So this is crazy, right? So we saw him 2019 lead the Toronto Raptors of all teams to a world championship. They beat a hobbled Golden State Warriors team for the title. But at the end of the day, like sometimes you get lucky that way. When Golden State won its first championship, the point guards of all four teams they played in the playoffs were injured that season. So sometimes you just get, you get breaks. I always say every championship in every sport has a little bit of luck to it. So that's one of those things. We saw Kawhi Leonard hit that shot against the Sixers, I think in the Eastern Conference semis that, bounced all around and then dropped through the rim at the buzzer to kind of seal it. Was that game 7, y'all?
That was game 7, yeah.
There you go. So, you always get some you get a little bit of luck. And I think that's an interesting thing. Anyway, Kawhi Leonard by that time is already a finals MVP. He's a defensive player of the year, goes on to win finals MVP in Toronto, and then becomes the most highly sought after free agent of that summer. So this was interesting, right? Toronto was trying to keep him, but the reports were that he wanted to go home. It's cold in Toronto. He's a SoCal guy, this, that, and the third. But now we are finding out that there may be different reasons why he didn't want to stay in Toronto. So apparently there's an investigation going on now that is allegedly exposing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers for circumventing, the salary cap by providing Kawhi Leonard with basically no-show fake endorsement deals to pay him extra money under the table to be able to be with the Clippers. The NBA's outside investigation was run by Watchell, Lipton, Rosen, and Katz. And that started off with Kawhi Leonard and his reported $28 million Aspiration endorsement agreement. Aspiration was a former Clippers sponsor. Steve Ballmer had invested $60 million into the company, and reporting raised the question of whether payments to Leonard functioned as off-the-books compensation to evade the salary cap. The Clippers and Kawhi Leonard have denied wrongdoing. So that's been kind of going on for a while, the investigation into that. And as a quick side note, Kawhi Leonard this past offseason had been traded from the Clippers back to the Raptors. But with all this investigation and everything going on, that whole thing got put on hold as well until we figure out what's happening. So now, as the investigation continues, and we heard the other day that the investigation may dig into 2027, who knows, which basically leaves the Clippers, the Raptors, and Kawhi Leonard all in limbo with this whole situation. But just the other day, there is now allegedly another fake sponsorship with Daktronics, who is supposed to be the company that did the new super like Jumbotron board up in the Clippers. Was that the Intuit Arena, I believe, in LA?
Intuit Dome.
Intuit Dome, thank you. They did their new whole fancy array,
Video
which is
board.
crazy. Yeah, their video board is one of the nicest, if not the nicest I've ever seen. I think it's crazy. Anyway, Kawhi Leonard was allegedly getting another fake endorsement deal with them. So this is interesting. So here's a question though, like, even if you had an endorsement, and this is why you don't see Kawhi Leonard on very many things, like, why would you get Kawhi Leonard? He doesn't speak. Even in those New Balance commercials you saw, like, he just like stood there, he waved his little thing, and then he drove away. Like, he doesn't have much marketability because he doesn't have much personality, and he might be the best guy.
Hit the soundboard one time.
Yeah, so that's now the thing. So this whole thing is they're digging into trying to find out what's going on. Aspiration, Daktronics, the Clippers, the Raptors. The Raptors really have no wrongdoing in all of this, because part of the reason that they couldn't keep him back in 2019 was because allegedly he wanted something like this going on, and they were like, nah, we can't do it. So he ends up with the Clippers, blah, blah, blah.
And it wasn't just them. It was also the Lakers that he talked to.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Which is why he didn't end up at Laker. But you know what? To that point, and this is the first time we've seen this happen. Remember, it was also like supposedly reported that he didn't want to play with LeBron because of everything that goes on around LeBron. So we saw LeBron used as a scapegoat, and that wasn't cool. So let me say, for any of those reporters who said that, and it appears now that we know what we know about Kawhi trying to get the under the table compensation from the Lakers and the Lakers not doing it, if indeed that the LeBron was used as a scapegoat there, that's not cool. Because the same way I get on him about scapegoating other people, he doesn't deserve to be scapegoated either. Because however I feel about him or his fans or whatever, he's never done anything bad in the NBA. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's never gotten any trouble off the court. We always talk about it. So scapegoating him is just as bad as him scapegoating somebody else. And I don't like that at all. But I'm going to stop talking, and you guys go ahead and give your thoughts on this topic and what's going on and all this salary cap circumvention and Kawhi and the Clippers and the Raptors and how they blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'll let Sneed go. I mean, he's been a little quiet.
All right, so this Kawhi situation, man, I get the feeling. Just if I take in all the facts and all the things we know, all the allegations and all the pieces in play, this has something to do with Uncle Dennis, his agent, his representation. I don't want to say legal counsel, but management counsel, like from a contractual standpoint, him negotiating with teams and GMs and whatever. I get the impression Uncle Dennis was trying to get him in a place where he wanted to be and also find ways to sweeten the pot. And in the process of doing that was doing things that violated regulations and guidelines from the league. Things that are in the collective bargaining agreement, things that involve all the owners coming together and agreeing on these terms. Now I have Jeannie Buss saying he tried to do that here. Toronto saying he tried to do it here. And Kawhi, he's literally, his whole career has gone unscathed and just flying under the radar. And nobody's saying anything bad about this guy. Except, oh man, he's great. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't talk, he doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, his time with Uncle Dennis seems to be this fraudulent methodology of doing business. They basically chose the LA Clippers because the Clippers had the edge. We're going to find ways to give you more money than what your contract says. And in doing so, because nobody else was willing to do it from what we could tell, he chose Ballmer's offer, which involved him making tens of millions of dollars by circumventing the cap and circumventing the contract. Here's why this is a problem. The rule exists to create a level playing field so that way no team has an unfair advantage in signing a player. That is what is designed to do. You're damn right Jeannie Buss was going to say something if they asked her. You're damn right the other team was going to say something if they asked them. Because right now, every team wants to make sure the rest of the league knows we don't do this here. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, and I said this to I was listening to Chilltown on Player's Choice. He said there's no history of Kawhi doing this. It literally started when he left San Antonio after he was traded. It was Toronto by trade. It was free agency to LA. And then now he wants to leave and run away from the problem by going back to Toronto. Bro, I don't think people understand. Kawhi is not a victim. He knew what was happening, and Uncle Dennis was facilitating it. You can't be 30-some years old on God's green earth and not know what you're doing is wrong. Especially if you have counsel that you know is doing something wrong. And Jeannie even said, do you know that this is wrong? This is not legal with us, the owners. We can't do this. And they pursued it anyway from some other team. And here's the most ironic part of all this, Bruce, Transformer. And you guys can go right now, right after I make this statement. Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, this is how these shrewd CEOs work. They buy their ways into and out of everything. They know every workaround, every loophole, every back door, every side door, every patio door, every gazebo door. They know everything, and they have the best way to avoid punishments. And that is just, he brought that shit to the NBA. From his corporations, from his offices, into his franchise. That's all he did.
You are now recognizing a $150-something billion man when you see one. That's what they do, man. Shrewd operators. Anywhere to get. Steve Ballmer's biggest idea when he purchased the Clippers, mind you, he played a hell of a ticket to buy the Clippers at the time because he really, really wanted that team that bad. He wanted that team in LA. He wanted to build that stadium. So, of course, that man was going to try to do anything humanly possible to get attraction, to get close enough to a championship to fill that stadium up. That man is a freaking $4 billion? What's the $4 billion for? How much he bought the Clippers for?
Yeah.
I think it was
so, right?
2 or 3 billion.
Was it? Okay.
I think it was 2 or 3 billion. I'm not sure. I think it was somewhere around there. But anyway, just shrewd operator, man. But my question is, what's the different level of sources? I've never heard anonymous high-level source. What's the difference? Regular source, high-level source, low-level source, because now we have a high-level source. High-level, Bruce. I never knew it was. I thought a source was a source.
Can we define high level?
I mean, are we talking about like a CFO, a CEO, or somebody high up? Because the Tory interviewed someone identified as an anonymous high-level source under contract for the Intuit Dome who alleged that the sponsorship was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap. It was funneling money from the Clippers through Daktronics back to Kawhi. Who is that person? Who is this high-level person? It has to be somebody in the
Somebody up
vicinity
there
of
in the
Steve
know.
Ballmer.
Yeah.
Somebody in the know.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in the know is verifying what these investigators have been investigating for another sponsorship for this one. Like, oh, no. He did do that. Like, that's exactly what happened. Jeannie Buss in Toronto came out and reconfirmed what you guys are investigating. Yes, they asked us to do that. We said no. Steve Ballmer's worth $155 billion. He don't care because guess what? The penalty on an owner ain't hefty at all. It ain't hefty. The penalty on the financially, excuse me, the financial penalty on an owner is chump change to him. Pennies on a dollar to him, right? Now the team penalty is gonna be crazy bad.
Well, they're talking about draft picks,
Multiple years.
money. I mean, the money doesn't matter.
The money don't matter. It's like 3.5 million.
Draft picks, exclusion from playoffs. I mean, whatever the possibilities are, that's all in the terms, which I'm not sure what they are. But they also want to throw the book at Kawhi, which would be like maximum penalty, whatever it is. I don't know if I agree with max penalty for Kawhi. I think, obviously, Uncle Dennis has to be banned from the league completely. I think Kawhi has to have some sort of punishment.
You think 25, 40 games?
I think whatever they can prove that monetary amount was, I think they have to somehow make that punishable. Yeah, like there has to be some kind of void of contract on some level.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they do that because there's going to be legal in that. So I don't know. It depends on what the terms and the punishment are within the bylaws of the association. So that just, I guess we'd have to look it up or whatever. But that's going to take years.
Mm-hmm.
If they're like this, he may be retired by the time all the residuals have already been run through and everything is kind of sunsetted.
Yeah. Toronto, do yourself a favor. Wipe your hands up, bro. This trade ain't happening, bro. Go ahead and welcome Brandon Ingram back with well open arms. This is over. This high-level source that is very, very close to Steve Ballmer, saying 1,000% certainty this is what they did, he ain't getting traded, bro. And if you want him to get traded there, he's going to get suspended. He's going to get suspended. So now that does you no favors. So just go ahead and be like, call Steve. Hey, man, y'all got a lot of stuff going on over there. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and pull the plug on this, man. But, wipe our hands with it and we'll just move in a different direction.
I don't think people realize when Pablo Estori started this whole thing initially with what's the first company called? Aspiration. When he started that, he had his ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Full proof he was ready for war. Whatever was going to happen in the media, he was ready to take it on. He had all of his details. He had all of his evidence. It was ready. This second part, this Daktronics thing, he did the same thing.
Yeah.
He was working on that while he was discussing all the stuff before from the first allegations from Aspiration. Pablo Estori has everything ready. All his ammunition, his troops, his money, it's all ready. He will expose everything. He talks about this so confidently. He sits there like this when he talks about it.
Like, yeah. So
I know body language, bro. When people are comfortable in fire, they're ready, bro. They're ready. He's ready. Pablo Estori is ready to go.
Yeah. This is bad, man. This is multi-level bad, bro. I mean, whatever the penalty is, it's gonna have to be egregious because now you have to set the standard, and the league is gonna back Adam Silver up on it. Because guess what? They don't want to get investigated. Because who knows? Say, for example, there may be another team that may be dibbly-dabbling in the same thing. And Adam Silver may call a league-wide investigation on everybody's books. All endorsements.
Well, that's what they're trying to avoid.
You said what?
That's what they're trying to avoid.
My bad, because Bruce.
Owners do not want that. That's the last thing they want.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't want rocks getting turned over.
Exactly.
They don't want doors being open.
Exactly.
They don't want things because they will pull up stuff from the past.
Exactly.
My concern is that Adam Silver is probably trying to cover his tracks right now because he probably knew about this like a year and a half ago. And he didn't say anything to anybody about it because there's due process, there's discovery, there's time and things that he has to make it look like he knew and he was working on it.
Yeah.
Right? Or else this is going to be bad optics.
The data,
yes.
Like getting all the information, like, okay, like this is anonymous right now. Like what is the proof that we have for us to become public with it?
Go ahead, Bruce, and we'll make sure we're ready to transition to the calls, Bruce. Go ahead.
I think it's discovery. The possibility of discovery is always the one that's that you got to be careful with, because with discovery, they're looking for anything. So while they're trying to find stuff on a specific topic, anything else that comes out is fair game. So everyone is always trying to avoid discovery. Let's say, for instance, I was accused of using PEDs, right? I'm accused of using PEDs, and then I go to do a defamation lawsuit. Now we have discovery. Maybe some other stuff I was doing. Maybe I wasn't even using PEDs, but other stuff I was doing now ends up coming out and exposing me in discovery. So to that point, all these owners, like Sneed said, they don't want doors open. They don't want rocks overturned. So they have to be very careful. This Kawhi Leonard thing is crazy. And that was one of the biggest things I was thinking about. If this is true and he was doing this, you can't tell me he's the first one that ever got some under the table extra, pay to entice him to be in a certain spot. There is no way he's the first NBA player to have received something like this. No way. Now, other people clearly have been better at hiding it, or the powers that be didn't put it out there, and for some reason they want to expose Kawhi, whatever. But I do not believe at all that he's the first one or the only one to ever have done that.
So much for the king of LA, bro. Y'all ain't laughing at the casino now, huh? Once in the basement, always in the basement, huh, Clippers? LA still reigns supreme in Lakerland. Clippers, Steve, you tried it. How many championships y'all get? Oh, my bad. Did y'all even visit? Now you got an investigation. We thought we had LeBron problems. Y'all finna have super legal problems.
Transformer, if these guys end up losing picks, punishments, death sentence type stuff.
Oh.
I mean, they're already not viewed favorably around the league, right?
Oh.
You guys ready to open up these phone lines?
Purgatory.
All right, let's do it.
Purgatory,
the number is, hold up, is it scrolling? Yeah, 904-219-8264. Hit us up at the Format Podcast. We want to hear what you have to say on Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers circumvention of the NBA salary cap and payments through side companies. By the way, Steve Ballmer invested directly into those companies, according to him, $40+ million investments, which sounds a lot like the money that Kawhi left on the table if he would have just stayed in Toronto. Well, damn.
Chasing dreams that turned into nightmares.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Salt and pepper, some heavy D up in the limousine.
Go ahead, Bruce. You drop the next one. Go ahead.
Hey, man, at 30 for 30, how the Clippers lost their franchise.
I don't want to be confused, accused of being too biased to the East Coast, Just saying. What's up, Nino?
What's going on, bro? This your boy, man.
For sure. What's up?
I'm gonna get right to it. This could be bad,
But what I don't understand is from my understanding, Kawhi did not take less money to come to the Clippers. He took bribes in order to play for the Clippers. They were desperate, like Transformer said.
Correct.
The owner got billions of dollars. We need some attraction up in to build this stadium, this new arena. We need some talent here. So we're going to give you this to come. I know the purple and gold, all that, where they say you want to go. We're going to pay you a little extra. I think that, now this all speculation. This is why I shout out Rich Paul, too, because it seems like they do business. I think Sneed is right 1,000% on the Uncle Diddy. He coached family members, Kawhi. He looked up to him. He took advantage. So the Clippers, right? They probably, it's my guess that, like Stephen A. Smith says, Kawhi wasn't showing up to work. Kawhi was getting all this money on top of money, and you weren't showing up to work. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody around their organization said, hey, this guy getting away with America. We finna put this out here. Because like you say, Bruce, he can't be the only one. But maybe he's the only one that didn't even try to, and he is hurt, but I don't think he tried to play. They say he already have it in his mind for the season, so hey, I'm gonna play 30 games. So I think they got sick of it. They feel like they was robbed, so they put it out. And now it's gonna be a problem.
You think the Clippers put it out?
Take less money. Who that?
You say you think the Clippers felt like they got robbed and they put it out?
Yeah, I think somebody from the Clippers.
I don't think so,
Nino.
Nino. I don't think so.
You don't
I'll tell
think
you
I
so?
why.
don't think so either.
I don't think so because this seems more like an attack on Steve Ballmer trying to jeopardize his ownership stake or perception around the league.
Well, he owns the Clippers. That's what I'm saying. It's somebody close to. Listen, this is why I give the guy that we didn't say about him. This is why I give him props because in this era, people are ready to put anything out. So you got to be airtight. So it's got to come from somebody from the Clippers camp, Steve Ballmer, or Kawhi's camp. I don't believe it's Kawhi camp. I believe it's around Steve Ballmer. So the bigger problem that the NBA have is Kawhi didn't take less money to keep guys. So what are they gonna look into a guy that took $100 million less to keep a great team and win? Well, keep good pieces around him and win, and I'm gonna get off with that. Kawhi didn't take less money to win a championship. Somebody took $100 million less. Never heard of before. I would never do it. But I'm going to let y'all speculate on that.
No doubt.
All right, guys.
Appreciate the call, brother. Yeah, I don't think that the Clippers feel, slighted. They knew what they were getting when they got Kawhi. And I think Kawhi also, I'm pretty sure he made it clear, like, look, I'm only playing this amount of games, try to stay fresh for the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. And also the Clippers would have had to realize if they outed Kawhi, they'd be screwing themselves. So I don't think that they would have done that.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
Caller from Texas. Who's this?
Christian.
What's going on, Christian? How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right. Thank you for calling. What's up? What you got?
Oh no, I was trying to give first off, wanted to give a shout out to Brian. Me and him were stationed together in the Navy. Forget what command exactly, but me and that man were stationed together for a while. But I did have something to input on what y'all talking about.
What you got, man?
Well, the first thing was for Kawhi, with all this going on, is this gonna hurt his legacy?
It should.
It will if it all, turns out to all be true. It will. But it's not going to take away from his greatness as a player, but it'll be a mark for sure. Hello, Christian? Hello?
They had dog earlier too.
Can't hear Christian. He just disappeared. Christian, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. Go ahead. That was weird.
Oh, no, it's on the, my bad. Hold on, let me pause that. I was watching a live stream. That's why I was taken back for a while.
Okay.
But now, what were you saying? I didn't quite hear because I was watching it and my voice was echoing on there.
Oh, okay, got you. No, what it is that I was saying that it's not going to hurt his legacy as a player, but when you look into the totality of his career, it'll be a stain for sure.
So would it be an asterisk by it if he so-called get elected and get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
No, I think it would be
something.
I think it would only be an asterisk if he had won a championship with the Clippers under this situation, knowing that, they were cheating and circumventing the salary cap. Then, yeah. But I even still, that might be more towards the organization than it would be towards that player. That's what I think.
They even tried to cheat and it failed.
All right, so what about the whole situation? I know they're gonna probably pull the plug on the trade now.
Probably.
Is he gonna be able to even play for the Clippers somewhere down the road? Because it should be a healthy suspension. It shouldn't be no 20-40 games. It should be at least a
full season,
a ban for a year.
Yeah, that's the question, is how all this is going to play out in terms of punishment and all that. First of all, man, with Adam Silver, who the hell knows? If this was David Stern, he might just tell Kawhi, look, go ahead and retire. You don't play anyway, But Adam Silver, he's super soft, so who knows?
Damn, that's cold-blooded right there, Bruce.
I could see that.
David Stern was no joke. You know that?
One more time?
No, I was telling Transformer, David Stern was no joke.
Oh, no, he definitely wasn't. He wasn't playing that.
Yeah.
And, with Adam, he's looking at stuff from a global standpoint anyways. So he's probably thinking about marketability and the Clippers and probably games they probably had scheduled somewhere down the line internationally.
Could be.
He's probably thinking about all those different scenarios. So he probably got a lot on his plate and this Kawhi thing going on. So he probably man, I don't know if it's going to be a good look.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to end with this as far as this whole situation in Kawhi. For me personally, from the whole little San Antonio and then going to Toronto, yes, he won a championship, but to me, he was just an average defensive player. He was good in his prime.
What?
But from there on, he was just an average defensive player that just boasted a lot of hype from winning a one-off championship, in my opinion.
You talking about as he became a Clipper?
No, after he left San Antonio and went to the Toronto to win that one championship.
Got it. I tried to make
really did, in my opinion, he really haven't did anything since that one championship in Toronto.
It did start declining, guys. I said that before. I did say that. Mm-hmm. No, Bruce, don't make that face now. Somebody else noticed. It started declining because guess what? What did Kawhi have to do? Elevate that offense.
Yeah,
Bruce?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
no, we hear you, bro. I was hoping Bruce had something to say.
Bruce has nothing to say.
Oh, okay. All right, but yeah, I was gonna end with that. To me, he's just an average defensive player at this point that maybe can elevate a team if you have pieces around him, but without that, they're just gonna be mediocre because he's gonna miss games anyways.
Yeah. His attendance is mediocre already. So, but yeah, man, we appreciate you calling in. What ship you said we was on?
I think was it the Sullivans or were we in Mayport?
It was probably the Sully, bro. What's she
Yeah,
rate?
CG68.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you had that white Lexus at one time.
White Lexus? No, I was with somebody that had a white Lexus, but we're gonna talk offline.
Nope. But nah, we was on the Sullivans together. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was pushing somebody white Lexus. Wow. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, brother. I appreciate the call, man. Thank
All
you.
right, bro.
Thank you for
Hey,
your
hit me up
service too,
offline,
man.
bro. Hit me up. Hit me up.
All right.
Yeah, go Army, beat Navy. Yeah. All right, brother.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
Transformer, we gotta have a talk about you and this Lexus, man. Okay. All right, moving right along. Let's move to the second topic here, y'all. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get Chief. Chief, good evening. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. This take me back to the day when I used to work for the government. You know, one of my old jobs was I was an auditor, right?
Yes, I'm aware. Mhm.
So, you know, it get down simple. You know, I got me my own timeline on what went on. Like, it kind of started from Steve Ballmer. He gonna invest in the company in 2021. Okay. Then the Clippers have a company. So why they gonna have that company? Who negotiates the deal? Then Kawhi gonna go with aspiration agreement. Why you gonna have Kawhi there? Then the payment and the benefits. What services was actually performed? Payments and benefits to Kawhi. You know, are there any additional talent? So I believe in follow the money.
Mhm.
So I can't say Kawhi cheated. Uncle Dennis took the money. We need to know who paid, who received, who negotiated, who benefited, what service was provided, who authorized it, and where did the money come from? And then I was screaming, Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dennis, thanks to my boy Sneed. Then I would like to have a question for good old Uncle Dennis. He's a Pippin, but I don't think he related to Scotty. So I don't care what the transaction was described. If you said it was a sponsorship, an investment, consulting agreement, equity grant, endorsement, what I'm looking at is the economic substance of it. Because it can look like something on the contract, but it can be something way different on paper. So yeah, this was fun. And most of all, it didn't include clutch.
That's why I didn't make the news. That's why it's not a hot topic.
Right. But here's the deal. In the military, guys, we know how it rolls. We know that's rolled downhill. So it had to start with Ballmer. Then it went down to aspiration. Then it went to the agreement. Then it went to Kawhi.
Yeah,
So,
no, I agree. But we can't,
And then-
or Kawhi made it a term of his signing. Like, listen, I need something like this to give me some extra dough if I'm going to sign here with you, you know? And I think that's what it was. So it didn't necessarily start with Ballmer, like, hey, you come sign and I got this for you. Nah, it was
Who was the GM at the time?
But okay, check this out. If it start with so the reason I'm so hard on Ballmer because you created the company for him to do all this stuff with, and you gonna invest your money in there. I know you're a billionaire, but I'm not gonna just throw away $50 million. Come on now, rich men they hate losing any kind of money,
right
if they can help it. Especially he a billionaire. I know he has the money, but that don't necessarily mean he gonna do it.
Chief, Ballmer is trying to play victim right now. He's trying to say that he got played by these two companies. He's literally crying victim. He's saying that I got scammed for $50 million in my investment. by the first company. What is it called again? Amplified? No,
Aspiration.
Aspiration. He says, I got played by Aspiration. He's crying victim. He's being attacked. He's under attack. It's his team. These are his picks. It's his reputation. It's his organization. Kawhi, like, at the end of the day, he's involved and he's going to get in trouble, whatever ends up happening. But they always want the biggest fish. They don't. Kawhi's like fish number 3 in this. It's Uncle Dennis and it's Steve Ballmer. And the guy who's given Pablo Estori everything hates Ballmer, clearly. He wants Ballmer taken down. He wants Ballmer to lose the team. I mean, it's not going to happen, but that's what he wants.
So yeah, because one thing I tried to do, like my boy Pablo, I tried to follow the money. So that's kind of that's what I did. What they say is rush hour. Follow the rich white man.
Right.
So everything else I kind of drilled down. But that Uncle Dennis, before we even got started, something was mighty fishy about him.
Well, he
But
couldn't.
like I
he
said-
couldn't do anything that Kawhi didn't want him to do. So we have to keep that in mind. Also, he wasn't
Yeah, there
just
you go.
moving independently of Kawhi. Like, hey, Kawhi, I got you something.
Right.
You know. So
Yeah, but see, he was the one who was trying to get all that other stuff, and then, yeah, see, this is. Whew. I'll pray for Kawhi, but I think it's gonna get uglier before we get better. But I'll leave it there, guys.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call, Chief.
All right.
You know what's so funny?
What's so funny?
Steve did all of that. Couldn't even sniff one of these, cuz.
You know what's crazy to
He
me?
did all of that.
The Lakers always going at the
Reign
Clippers.
supreme, yeah.
They should be ignoring the Clippers. Like, I don't even understand that. Like, if it was the Celtics getting caught up in this, got you. Totally understand. But the Clippers are like, what's an example? Were they a fly on the windshield of the Lakers? I don't even understand why this is a thing to the Lakers.
Technically, we are part of it because we were questioned. We're a part of the investigation.
Can I read this to you guys?
Yeah.
Uncle Dennis Robertson was technically, for the entirety of Kawhi's time with these organizations, his business manager rather than a certified NBA player agent. He directed all of Leonard's contract strategies and off-court endeavors for nearly a decade. He became the focal point of the NBA's cap circumvention probe due to history-making, impermissible free agency demands exposed by league insiders, including past requests for private aircraft, luxury homes, franchise ownership stakes from teams like the Lakers and the Raptors. The league hates Kawhi, and Uncle Dennis was operating on behalf of Kawhi. Kawhi appears to have an insatiable appetite for as much as he can get without doing shit.
I ought to get what?
Nada.
Not a thing. Well, but what did they call it? They call it the earthquake. You know what I mean? The earthquake at midnight when he ended up signing and Paul George ended up being traded over there. That was cute. I love it. It was beautiful. Because nothing happened.
I think the most incredible thing is him trying to escape and get traded to the Toronto Raptors.
Back to where he came from.
Bro, you know what he did? He's like that little kid. They broke something and then they went and hid under the couch. Now the couch is like sticking up in the air. They gone yet? Everybody leave?
They out of here. Bruce?
Transformer, please talk to your brother. He's whining in the chat.
Open up the phone lines. Let's do it.
We just did. We gotta go to the next. We just opened up the phone line. We're going to the next topic.
I thought Eddie wanted to call. My bad.
You know you don't want to call. The Ed Dog. I'm not gonna. All right, let's go to the next topic. Reel myself back in.
I mean, he got a point, but we'll move on.
No, he really doesn't.
No, he really does.
No, because he
He
one of those
absolutely
things.
does.
All
He
right, guys.
absolutely does.
Okay,
He
whatever.
absolutely. You just choose to ignore the point, but he has a major point.
Oh no, I'm not the ignore the point guy. That's not me.
Yeah,
I know some people like that.
I mean, you're ignoring this one.
I'm not.
Yeah, but it's okay. You're just gonna ignore it.
I'm not ignoring anything. No, let's move on. All right.
Because let this have been Sir Ramon James. Oh, Lord. Bruce would have had a whole catalog of shit to say. Yes, he would. I'm going to call a spade, bro. This would have been Braun. Oh, you would have been. And for many years, I told y'all, the more it goes on, the more the truth comes out.
Oh, Transformer, how many viewers would we have in here, though?
Oh, it'll be 89. It'll be 100. Oh, it'll be so many viewers up in here. See, but Bruce ignoring that. He's ignoring it.
All right, we gotta cook on this next Transformer. We gotta cook on this next thing. Go ahead,
All right,
Bruce.
let's cook, man. Let's cook. I'm just saying.
Come on, Bruce.
Bruce, you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Next topic, y'all. So we live in crazy times, y'all. We live in some crazy times. We have I gotta be careful how we live in crazy times. There are people who
The Me Too era. Just say Me Too era.
no, this is not Me Too though. This is something different.
I mean,
There are many people who deny objective reality, let's say that. And they say things like my truth, which really doesn't exist, but that's a whole different thing. There are many people who deny objective reality. And so part of where we get there is the issue of transgenderism in sports. And there are many people on both sides of the aisle. And we have a situation here where Indiana Fever player Sophie Cunningham was recently asked about the possibility of a transgender athlete coming to the WNBA. And she is a person that's one of those she believes in the protect women in sports narratives, i.e., she doesn't believe biological males should play in women's sports. I happen to agree. It's a different topic, but that's how I see it. But with that, it kind of caused a bit of I don't know if I want to say a firestorm, but it definitely became a thing, right? And so there was clearly some commentary as to that. And following that, former NBA player Enes Kanter Freedom recently declared that, well, he recently said that he will declare for the WNBA draft. Following him saying that he was going to declare for the WNBA draft was former NBA player Royce White. Both of these guys are Republicans, conservatives. I don't know if they go as far as to ascribe to MAGA, but they are Republicans and conservatives. And so clearly they were trying to make a point of some type. My assumption is that the point would be about what they believe is protecting women's sports and keeping biological men out of women's sports. So this is a really odd situation to me. And I think part of what that was about was forcing the WNBA, or attempting to force the WNBA to make a clear statement about their stance on the possibility of a transgender woman, which I believe is a male that is either transitioning or identifying as a female, possibly entering the WNBA. Now, I think part of all this was that there is there's a transgender female who plays in the French league who goes by the name of Julie Teta. And apparently this player is averaging 20 points and 20 rebounds over there. Now, I don't know if you've seen the...
Bruce, do we know if that league has ever had a 20-point, 20-rebound score before? Or statistically, have we seen a player like that in that French league?
No, not that I believe in the French league. And I think this player also recently set that league's single game rebound record with 30. And I think this player was born a male. This is a biologically male person. And so there hasn't been, as far as we know, any WNBA team reaching out to this player. But this player stated that, you know, should the WNBA call, that they won't say no. And so I think all of that kind of got mixed in and started all this stuff. And that's kind of, you know, where this whole thing went haywire. And so you have Ennis Cancer Freedom and Royce White both saying that, you know, they were going to declare. So the timeline in this whole thing, early August 2026, which would have been last week, Ennis Cancer Freedom publicly says he will declare for the 2027 WNBA draft. Royce White followed with his own declaration. Friday, 2 days ago, August 7th, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert circulates a memo to the leaderships of the teams. So this week coming, a previously scheduled task force meeting of team presidents and general managers is expected to discuss the issue. And so again, it's my feeling, and I could be wrong, that the whole premise of this was to try and force the WNBA into making a firm statement or stance about whether or not they would allow biological males to play in the league. So let me just read something real quick, because the bigger issue is this doesn't even have to be a thing, because they actually have in their, you know, in their bylaws or whatever, they actually, I guess, address this to an extent. So Article 13, Section 1A of the Women's National Basketball Association Collective Bargaining Agreement explicitly states that only players who are women are eligible to participate in the league. The extensive labor document features no self-identification framework, nor does it contain any legal loophole that would allow an individual to bypass biological sex requirements through personal declarations. Beyond the gender restrictions, the collective bargaining agreement establishes rigid age and milestone criteria designed for ascending amateur talent, including a requirement domestic players turn at least 22 years old during the calendar year of the draft, blah, blah, blah. So they say only women. But here's the problem. Nowadays, as we know, in this country we live in, nobody wants to, or either no one's able to, or nobody wants to clearly define what a woman is. So this is where we have a problem, right? This is so crazy. What is it? If you go to the doctor now, they don't say women, they say birthing persons, as if anybody but a biological woman can get pregnant. But again, whole different thing. So the point is, yes, they specify that only women can play in the W, but the problem comes in as no one wants to clearly identify what that is. So now, not only just with the WNBA, I think these guys are also attempting to push the greater societal issue of clear definition of what a woman is, not necessarily someone who identifies as a woman, right? They're trying to push what is a woman? Because you ask most people, what is a woman? Nobody wants to answer, right? We know what it is, but nobody wants to answer. So this whole thing is crazy that you have both of these guys now attempting to, I don't think they're going to actually attempt to do it, but they are saying that they're going to declare for the draft next year. So this is very interesting. So the thing is, WNBA, CBA, and I'll let you guys talk in one more second. The CBA language is broad. The league has no public trans-specific eligibility framework, and Kathy Engelbert's memo confirms the league is now confronting pressure to clarify its standard, which I believe is what they were trying to get to from the beginning. I'll go ahead and mute, and you guys give us your thoughts.
Go ahead, Transformer.
Why are we being stupid? I mean, we're going to Euro step around the whole thing, and I'm going to try to say words that are not going to get us banned. But this is absolutely freaking dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. We've been, the WNBA have been trying their hardest to get pushed into a limelight, a positive limelight, to get them more viewers, more attraction that equates to more money for the players. Asia Wilson gets paid, what, $3 million a year, and she's the best player, right? Something crazy. Her contract's like 4 years, $5 million, right? Which is like $1.2 million a year. You could sit at the end of a bench in the NBA and get paid more than that. 15th player on the roster and get paid more than that. We're talking about the four-time MVP now? 4-time. 3? Or is it 4? It's 4. Okay. So 4-time MVP, and that's the highest they get paid. So we've been talking about pushing this product into a limelight to get these ladies more money. And by God, not even a year, some change after after Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, that big buzz gets to going. Did we get the Juju Watkins? You got Asia Wilson playing at a high level. Then you get Olivia Miles coming in playing at a high level. You got like competitive basketball getting a little bit more competitive. Now they're talking about opening up another team for the WNBA, right? To now broaden the aspect of what's going on in the WNBA. And you got this idiocracy ass, we don't know what women shit is, to ruin what these women are building. Us, the men. There's goofy men out there who want to claim that they something else for some stupid ideology, whatever reason, because they're freaking sick. These are the real sick people that need help, that need counseling, that need therapy. But we're going to support it somehow to make a point? What point? That they're stupid? That they have something going? You were born with something specific that you landed on earth with, that you came on earth with. And now you want to identify as something else. Why identify as an asshole today? Because I'm going to tell it like it is. This is idiotic, stupid, dumb. Have whatever derogatory word that you want to name this to be, that is what it is. The WNBA is meant for women's basketball. The ones that were born to be grown with a set of nice tits, butt, and a vagina. Those women. Those the women. Not the ones born with what I got and then change it to what they got. No, the one born with the vagina. They came out out of the womb with the vagina. That's those women. The ones that can give birth, that can reproduce and bring more babies on earth. Those are women. That's what we know women are. We ain't got time for all this bull. We got too much shit going on in the world that we got to freaking hold tongue in cheek to freaking say what a woman is, bro. Come on, man. Like that's
Hey,
just...
Transformer, is the end game a transgender league?
Have at it. Good luck with it. Have at it.
I mean, if this is about fairness,
yeah,
is that what the end game could be or should be?
They can do what they want.
But you get what I'm saying? Because then it's a level playing field, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all within the same environment, the same biological gender condition.
Yep. You did a change. This is the league that supports change. The change league.
I think what everybody wants that knows and understands competitive sports, it's violates the fairness and the equality piece when someone has edge that they can control. Like they dictated the edge. Because the premise is to have a level playing field. So if you have an advantage that was manufactured, created, and it violates fairness and equality, I mean, what are we supposed to tell everybody else? It just sucks that you're here right now. You know what I mean?
People need help.
Now, I want to say one more thing, Bruce, real quick. If you could just, Enos Cantor, Royce White. They're trying to make a political statement. This whole thing is about to derail, right? So that's happening, which I think Transformer you were alluding to. That's going on, and then this other thing is going on, because that's a political statement too. And then it's just a lot, bro. And you're right. The legitimacy of the league. Now it's turned into a sideshow.
A circus. It's a circus.
So you were trying to build this equity with the fan base, and now it's like, what's going on here? What are they doing over here? What are these guys saying? What are those people saying?
Instead of talking about Olivia Miles and her great rookie season, right? The other players that are balling out right now.
Asia Wilson's dominance. The teams that are going to compete for a title.
We're talking about men who identify as couches or women, whatever they want to identify, wake up and want to identify as, want to play in the WNBA. Leave that product alone. Leave it alone. And for those who want to support it, I'm sorry, y'all can kiss my ass. I don't care. I know what a woman is. Those aren't women. I'm sorry to tell you. And I'm not trying to run for no political office. I don't care. Record it, snap it, and if I ever want to run, I'm going to say it again. A woman born with a vagina. And not what I got. That's going to grow up to have a pair of mamas on the chest, long hair, short hair, don't care. You know, I've seen some beautiful bald ladies before. Jada Pinkett was cute before she started spazzing out on Will Smith. But it's just idiotic, man. I really don't have much to say other than the fact that this is what I mean when I say societal issues. The climate in this era is just so different. And it's so welcoming to a point that it's dangerously sad and upsetting.
So let me get this straight, Bruce. These guys want to enter the draft for the WNBA because they just want to hear the WNBA say, you don't count. You can't do this. Go ahead, Bruce.
I don't believe they have any intention or real desire to enter the draft at all. What these guys are, both of them are conservative, right-leaning guys. So what they're trying to do is force a greater argument, and they're using the W as a vessel. Like, I've been thinking about this all day since, you know, we kind of selected the topics. Like, what could they possibly, they don't want to go play in the, like, they know that. What they're trying to do is use it as a vessel to make the greater point of forcing society in general to define what a woman is. That's what's really taking place here. Because if you're forced to make a stand on telling them that they can't go play in the W, right? The next question is, well, why can't we? I identify as a woman, right? So what does that do? That forces the WNBA to take a stand about what a woman is, which theoretically then forces the greater argument of women in sports, women, and then, you know, transgenders in sports, which then forces the greater issue of society on the whole to define what a woman is instead of birthing persons and all this other foolishness. That is what's happening here. It's not about them wanting to play in the W. It's about using the W as a vessel to force the greater conversation. That's what I believe. It makes sense. Would I have done it? No, but I see what they're trying to do. Yeah, Nino, the whole thing is crazy, but the whole world is crazy.
It is.
It really is. That's what we got going on.
Your message that you sent me. Birth in person, a gender-neutral term for anyone who becomes pregnant and gives birth, including women, transgender men, and non-binary individuals. Definition and purpose term, birth in person, refers to any individual capable of carrying a pregnancy and giving birth, regardless of gender identity. What? Let me ask my mama, is she a birthing person? Hold on. Babe, sweetie, are you a birthing person? Yeah, she said, what the fuck? right? Because what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? This it's just pissing me off on levels that shouldn't be pissed off at, bro. What does that even mean? Tell my daughters they're gonna grow up to be birthing persons. They're gonna be like, Daddy, what is that?
I wish you might. I wish you might tell
Daddy,
them
what
that.
is a birthing person?
Hey, I'm coming over. I know those are your daughters. You raise them how you want. I hear that. I'm coming to fight you.
I will allow you to get as many blows in as you possibly can to get
Bruce,
me right
mute.
again.
So imagine this conversation
Oh,
where you are courting a wonderful young woman and things are moving along quite nicely.
birthing person.
And it's getting down to the nitty gritty. This is the day before the engagement. I need to know.
BB.
Unmute, Bruce.
Transformer, don't you do that. He's muted. He's muted. You're muted.
He's not muted. But
I
he's
couldn't hear
muted.
him.
My bad. Wait, now I can't hear y'all.
Because we
I
ain't
did
talking.
something. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What did I do? I laughed too hard.
We weren't talking, bro. Oh, we lost them.
Keep talking. I can't hear y'all.
Remember what Martin said, Bruce? He said, hey, Tommy, check the neck.
Right, for sure. For sure.
I can't hear y'all. Uh-oh, I don't know what I did, guys. My apologies. Y'all
We
keep,
can
y'all keep
we can
cooking.
hear you. What did he do? All
Bro,
right,
get him
but,
outta here, bro.
Oh, there I go.
Okay.
Bruh.
I hit the wrong button. Wait, you just muted yourself again? Oh, do you want me to keep cooking? Is that what y'all want me to do? Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, man, this StreamYard, fix it, y'all. Fix it to where we don't have to keep muting each other because we're going to constantly hear an echo. But, man, listen. We need a Patreon. This is some patriotic mess.
Where's
right?
Steve, bro?
Where is no? But thank God Steve ain't here. Alhamdulillah. like, listen. No. We don't need Steve in this chat right now. But it makes me think about, when Bruce and Sneed, we grew up watching movies like Gladiator and 300, right? And have you ever thought, like, watching these movies as a kid coming up, or watching old military movies to where, you seeing the women start coming into the military, but you never saw them say, hey, I identify as a man, except Mulan. But that was with a purpose. She only did that because she wanted to save her grandfather, right? That was a purpose. She didn't want to be a man. She just wanted to temporarily identify to save her grandfather. So there was a reason, rhyme or reason, right? She wasn't going out there trying to say, hey, here's this, take it away and give me that. No, because that's a mental issue. These folks are volunteering this piece of information, piece of artillery to be something else. This is psychotic. Okay, I'm done. My bad. Leave women's sport. I want my daughters to grow up feeling comfortable around their peers of other women who are just as they are, born a female, playing as a female, in a female sport, a woman's sport. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. The rest of y'all, figure out something. Men have their own sport. Women have their own sport. Since you want to identify something new, create a new sport. Create a new league. Do yours. Your league. Because I'll be dang if I see some young dude, now he identified trying to play defense against my daughter. Nah, bro, cleaning him. I'm cleaning him. No, because that's not how it works. The physiology part of it just don't work. And I don't care how many meds or what they put in you. The freaking
Transformer, are you gonna step on the court and stop the game?
Oh no, I'm pulling my daughter off. I'm pulling my daughter off. If I see that this team or league or whatever, or whatever is allowing this crap to happen, I'm not gonna let my daughter be a part of a circus. I'm not gonna go out here and let some young boy play against my daughter. That's not fair. You know what I mean? That's just not fair. So guess what? Yeah, I will walk on the court, tell my daughter, come on here. We out. Y'all have at it. Y'all can continue playing for all I care. You know, but I feel more pissed off because of my kids are growing up in it.
Nah, I get you.
That's the part that pisses me off.
The whole thing is really crazy right now. It really is. And I think that they're gonna get, they being Kenneth Ennis Cancer Freedom and Royce White, they're gonna get what they want. And that's pushing the greater societal discussion to a clear definition of what a woman is, especially in the context of sports. And I think that's what they want. But let's go ahead and let's open up the phone lines. Let's take a few calls on this, because I know this is a heavy topic and it can go a lot of ways and there's a lot going on. But I mean, clearly I don't believe that these guys have any interest in actually playing in the W.
What's Rumble?
I guess it's some type of Patreon type thing.
Oh.
It's more of like a YouTube that's not really censored.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Transformer, man, bro, I 100% agree with you.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Bruce, come on, Bruce. I already told you in the chat, bro. If you get,
I didn't say anything. Go ahead, man. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say, man. Say what you gotta say. Head dog, damn.
Okay, thank you, Jesus Christ. I was gonna agree with something you said too, but
I don't need you to. Go ahead.
Okay, man. You won't. Okay, but look, all of us on this platform and people that's in the chat, we all have girls. I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? We all have daughters. Playing sports or anything like that, man, it will cause an issue. Makes me nervous and everything like that as well. I mean, here I'm over here thinking about, what if my daughter want to play soccer? You know what I'm saying? Or softball, or anything like that. I mean, it's going to be a problem. But you know something, though, this stuff has really been going on for a while. It just not have been this much attention towards it. I mean, we see it on TV. We see it in movies, even in cartoons. I hate to say it, but it is what it is, you know. But it's really, man, crazy. But yeah, with Ennis Cancer and the other guy, man, I really think they was trolling. I really think they trolling. Did y'all think they trolling, or they dead ass?
No, they're not serious. They're trying to force it. Do you listen when we talk? Do you listen at all?
Bruce, man, Bruce. Oh, it must be me. It must be me. I'm feeling all this aggressiveness.
It's not aggression. I'm just saying, like, we just sat here and discussed this for like.
Man, you from up top. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Man. So I'm gonna say it again. Listen carefully. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's not about them being serious about trying to join the W. It's about forcing a greater discussion via the mechanism of the W. You tracking what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man.
Okay,
you know what, man? You know what, man? I'm gonna have to hit up, man, the Boston Tea Party. I'm just gonna use code names, the Boston Tea Party, because right now, man, you are really. I see extra grades coming in the beer, but that's all I got, man.
Yeah, dealing with you every day, do that to me, man.
Okay, brother, man. Hey, drink you some soup. Man, hey, get you some soup and 10 thermometer. You will feel all right, brother.
Yeah, all right, man.
All right, you be you, brother.
Yeah, you be you.
Technically not really, but all right.
What?
What is happening right now, bro? What the hell was that?
What's up, Sean? What's going on, man?
Man, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Transform? What's up, Sneeze?
What up, man?
I'm just gonna be
What's going on,
honest with you guys. This is one of the
Careful.
reasons why people do
Careful.
not watch the WNBA. Hey, I know. I have to play politics too on here.
Thank you.
You
I
know what I
appreciate
mean? See what I mean? Like people be like, man, I see a lot of grifting, but this whole grifting stuff and all this, man, what way I could say it? Kiss the ring type of behavior. Oh, that happened even before that. And with the WNBA, they have been doing this for over 4 years prior to the boom, prior to all this controversy. They have been trying to push this for over 4 decades. Heck, it's not even just in the WNBA. It happens in our education system, our libraries, our government. Prior to that, we never had this issue until 2012, and people suddenly have became much more experimental when it comes of how they express themselves. So, to me, I don't even blame and this Canner and Royce Wright about this. They're trolling, but for me, I blame mostly the WNBA because they have forced this conversation for years prior to this. And people with common sense need to shoot. Right now, it's hard as heck to talk about common sense, especially on the internet, because a lot of people are affiliated with this spectrum, this pseudoscience spectrum, where what is common sense is bad, while the uncommon sense is good. And this is no different. You know what I mean? So all I'm just going to say is that, hey, if you want to talk about that, go into platforms like Rumble, talk how you want to talk. Because in Patreon, they're playing politics too, just like the way we're doing YouTube, which is, we don't say anything. We're just going to be pretend that everyone
All
loves
right.
each
Okay,
other.
Sean. Okay, come on. Stay on
All
track.
right.
Stay on track.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
I appreciate it. But I need you to stay on track.
Politics, bro. I play politics too, man.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying
I
anything.
know. Can we stay with the topic? Can we stay with the topic, please? We got to keep it moving. Come on, stay with the topic.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just saying that if you have a daughter and you still want to bring in sports and they allow it, shoot, you got to train her like Batgirl, man. Bench press 400 pounds. You know what I mean? You probably might have to use maybe like 150 dumbbells. You know what I mean? You have to rep it maybe like 3 times. 3 times a week. Something like that. You might have to, train yourself into great sprint training. All I'm just saying is that if people accept this is why. And I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna land my plane there.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
I'm playing politics, Bruce.
Thank you, Sean. Chief, go ahead, call us back. We'll take your call last before we move to a more reasonable topic.
For a career, Kawhi Leonard shoots 50% from the field. Pretty good.
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard is super nice.
That boy good.
He's got freaking health issues. What's up, Chief?
What's up, Bruce? Oh yeah, this is politics. This is a slick way for them boys to play in that culture war. The
Mhm.
WNBA was minding its own damn business, doing WNBA things, and these fools want to get in here and try to make a point. Now, if they really want to kiss the president's ass, just do it straight up. Don't use the WNBA to do it. If they said we only allow women, why are you gonna still mess with them anyway? You got yeah. So it's culture war. It's that simple. Women play in the WNBA. That's how it started. That's how it is. Nothing changes. They want to do it to try to make them a point.
Yeah, I think so.
That's kind of what. Yeah. So the mechanism. Yeah, I have a problem with the mechanism in which they trying to do it. They trying to be slick and sleazy and greasy about it.
Well, do you though? I think it's actually because the WNBA is in the spotlight right now, right? So by forcing them to identify or attempting to force them to identify what they see as a woman, right? Because remember, the W's whole thing, well, not their whole thing, but one of their big things is about what? Inclusion, right? Diversity, right? Okay, so if you're saying it's about inclusion, now this is where it gets interesting, right?
Okay.
And if you state that, okay, only players who are women are eligible to participate in the league, now the question becomes, what does that mean? It's I agree with you. It's a slick way of going about it.
Well,
and
here's the problem with though. Okay. Funny thing is the WNBA don't have to prove anything. They can just simply enforce whatever eligibility standards they adopted. Now, they are right. They don't have anything to prove if that's already in their standard. They already got it written down. Women, that's it. So why don't they? If they that good, since they were bum ass players, try to come in the league as transgender men? If they feel that strong about it, why don't they go back to the league and claim themselves as women and play in the NBA? Because that's a punk move, Bruce. They punkish.
I disagree. Again, would I do it? No, but I disagree. At the end of the day, they're not forcing anyone in the W to even attempt to draft them. They know they're not serious, but what they are doing is forcing the discussion.
But they're trying to use them. See, they're trying to use them as a chess piece. That's the problem I got.
But are they though? Are they though?
If
because
you don't have discussion.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, if you're going to have discussion about fairness and competition, just say that. But you're going to try to use them? Nah.
But are they trying to use them, Chief, when Sophie Cunningham was the one who talked about it first? All they did was hop on the back of her commentary, right?
Well,
right.
They know that. They know that, Bruce.
I know that too.
Yeah.
You know that too. So what's the problem?
They're trying to play. They're trying to play that.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we know that ain't gonna happen.
Yes.
Like I said, we already seen what happened with Joanna Man in the 90s.
Quick side note. Isn't it crazy how all this stuff from back in the day is like coming to life? Remember the first Terminator, Skynet? How did it all start? With AI, right?
AI.
That's like 40 years ago, and we're seeing it all start happening now, right? Joanna Man, now we're seeing it have like.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute. Nah,
kind of crazy.
It didn't work then. It didn't work now. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Then they had the various characters. Who was that? Kim Wayans, when she was kind of the thug. I don't know if y'all remember Joanna Man, but that was one of the funniest movies that ever come out.
Yeah.
So so that's why I see it. I just can't see that changing because I've seen this picture before. So no, I don't think we have nothing to fear about. I don't think we have nothing to fear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, certain people just don't need a mic. They need to just shut their mouths at times.
Well, maybe so.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes just play the game.
Oh, so you're saying that they should shut up and dribble, huh?
Oh well, some of them need too.
That's what I heard, Chief. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, they should.
Okay, good. I'll remember that.
use the term. Your favorite person used the term goodest instead of best, Bruce.
Correct.
So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
All
right,
right.
Chief. I appreciate the call. Thank you, man.
All right.
All right. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll move right along to the final topic of the evening. Getting a little better here at managing this thing. All right. This probably would go even faster if we had some proper microphones and not
Bro.
echoing and all that.
Swear.
I know, right? So let's get back to some real sports talk now. All right. Although we know that politics and sports have always crossed paths throughout the years, but let's put that to the side now and let's go to. We just had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony yesterday, which is always an awesome thing to see. You know, those people who are the best of the best of the best, best of the best of the best, sir.
With honors.
Right.
Getting black if y'all didn't know. Go ahead.
Yes. So, you know, it's always good to see that. But now, what do we have to do? We have to move on to the next year and the eligible finalists. All right. And so we have some serious names on that list, including where are we? Willie Anderson, Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yanda, 2 Ravens on the list. Gotta love it. Rob Gronkowski, Adrian Peterson, Big Ben Roethlisberger, Richard Sherman, Cam Newton, Andrew Whitworth, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Alex Mack, Eric Weddle, Gerald McCoy. Why would Cam Newton be on a Hall of Fame list? That's an interesting.
He's an eligible candidate. That's all it's saying.
Okay.
MVP, Super Bowl appearance. You know, all
Yeah.
MVPs get the candidates.
Yeah. All right. So let's go down this list a little bit and talk about who are some of the guys we think should be shoo-ins. So again, Willie Anderson, Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yanda, Rob Gronkowski.
You were mentioning returning finalists as well. You're not
Yes,
okay.
correct.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at.
So I definitely think Suggs should be in there, and that's not biased. That's 139 career sacks. Like he was a problem.
We could go without Suggs. Yeah, we don't need Suggs.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, we need something like that in there.
Miles Garrett should be the first Hall of Famer currently playing. Still in the game.
We don't need
Hall of Fame.
Terrell Suggs doesn't need to go to the Hall of Fame. We'll be all right without him. Go ahead, Bruce.
Continue.
Rob Gronkowski, Adrian Peterson,
First
Big
ballot.
Ben Roethlisberger, huh?
Oh, I'm saying first ballot. Them two, first ballot. Yeah.
No, Ben Roethlisberger can stay out of there.
No, Ben Roethlisberger, no. And now I have my reasons why.
If I'm not mistaken, the NFL Hall of Fame doesn't include anything that was off the court,
Yes,
off the
they
field,
do.
excuse me.
Ever since T.O.
Did they change it now?
Yep.
Oh, that's that bull.
Yep.
Because it was never, you know, it was always strictly between the lines.
Prior to T.O.,
Mhm.
they changed it the year T.O. got inducted. Well, was
That's
supposed to get
foul.
inducted. Yep. That's why he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Yep. They changed the rules. So anything you do off the field is now considered into the Hall of Fame candidacy. So Big Ben, you out of there, Bubble.
Really? Then wouldn't Adrian Peterson be out of there too?
Stay out of them damn bathrooms, bro.
Yep.
But okay, Big Ben was never even charged with anything. So how is that? He got caught up in accusations. He never got officially charged with anything, much less convicted.
Twice?
Two times.
Accusations, never charged with anything.
Two times.
Me with the 2 times. I'm just saying, T.O. never did anything either.
Agreed.
Never, all accusations, all.
So let me say this. Let me ask you, do you believe that Big Ben should never get in or he just shouldn't be first ballot?
He definitely should be first ballot.
Okay.
If
I mean,
if
Mhm.
Bill Belichick, who should have been first ballot, 6-time Super Bowl champion, coach, and all his antics was that he didn't talk to reporters.
But he legitimately got busted for Spygate though.
But was that the real reason why?
I think that's the real reason why. He materially affected the integrity of the game. I think that's the real reason why.
Them reporters came out and was saying how rude that this man was to them. the interviews and all that, they wasn't even mentioning Spygate and none of that. They were just saying how this man was as a person. T.O. What did T.O. do? Getting back, did he have any Lake Tahoe moments? I don't think so.
Let's go
I didn't
on.
see.
Richard Sherman. So then he shouldn't get in either then, right?
I don't think he's a first ballot, no.
That dude's like a 5-time All-Pro. That's first ballot worthy.
What's T.O.?
Thank you, Sneak.
No, I'm not. Y'all keep bringing up T.O. as if I'm
Because
saying
he's the
that.
case study.
Yeah.
He's the one who started this whole thing. This is the one they made an example out of. They said, we don't like you. We're going to do what it takes to keep you out. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, Richard Sherman, Cam Newton, Andrew Whitworth, Antonio Brown. He's another one then that won't get in.
He definitely ain't getting there.
And he had one of the greatest 6-year stretches we've ever seen. Like that 6-year stretch was probably enough to get him into Canton. Like he was insane.
Real quick, Bruce, I had to mute you for a second, but can we do a music reaction to the Antonio Brown songs?
What's that joint called?
He got 2 songs, Bruce. We got to do reactions to him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The one he does the dance to.
Those songs are terrible, but sure we can. Sure we can. Le'Veon Bell, Alex Mack. Coincidence that all 3 Killer Bees are eligible in the same year.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't even notice that till just now.
Oh yeah, Le'Veon Bell.
Big Ben.
This is his first year too. Yeah.
Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell.
Neither one of them getting in.
Nah. Eric Weddle and Gerald McCoy.
Put that's it, Ed Dog. Appreciate it. Put that ish on. That's the name of it.
He would know. It's a whack rap song, so that dog would know. That dog know all about the whack rappers.
Hey man, the thing went viral, bro.
Doesn't mean it was good.
I mean, he didn't say it was good. He just said he knew.
Of course he would know. It was whack rap. He would know.
Yeah, that's crazy that you didn't know in this sports. So,
my mind blocks trash rappers, so there's that. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. All right. So let's look at this and kind of those that we named, what do we think of? Let's put because we still don't know exactly how they're gonna weigh the off the field stuff. We don't know. Of that list, where are you guys on who you think will get in? What do they choose? 5 of them, right?
Well, no, it's random. It all depends. Some years they pick 4. I think last year they picked like 6.
Okay.
Something. It's always different. It all depends on how many they just want to get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
written criteria.
Okay, let's do it this way. So I think we can agree Gronk is guaranteed, right?
First ballot for sure.
Okay, cool. AP is one of those weird ones because of the off the field stuff. You think maybe they hold him out a year, or you think he I think he's one of the best pure runners the game has ever seen.
And he served a suspension for it too, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, that's gonna kick him back. Bill Belichick is gonna go in.
Okay.
He has to go in. I mean,
you would
2
think
years in a row, that's just ridiculous.
You would think.
Yeah.
So Big Ben, you said you don't see that.
No on Big Ben.
Even though he's like top 10 in everything and he holds an NFL record for 500-yard passing games.
Nope.
He's a 2-time champion.
Nope.
Isn't he an MVP too?
Nope.
Super Bowl MVP also?
MVP.
Who won the MVP when they I know obviously not the first time, but the second one, who won the MVP for the Steelers?
Either Aaron or Tom. Or Peyton.
No, the Steelers. No, Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, Super Bowl MVP.
Yes.
When they won it,
was it Harrison on that pick return TD?
Ed Dog, who got MVP? Was it that receiver that caught it in the back of the end zone?
Oh,
I think it was him, wasn't it?
Plaxico?
Martavius, wasn't it?
Santonio Holmes.
Santonio Holmes.
Yeah. I think it was him.
Man, those toes were down, bro.
Bro, I'm talking textbook, toes, ball in hand, falling out of bounds.
That boy.
So the first one was Hines Ward. The second one was Santonio Holmes.
San Antonio Holmes. There you go.
The game-winning toe tap touchdown catch from Roethlisberger.
Yep.
Yeah, he put that thing where only his guy could get to it.
Well, if he threw it better, would have been.
I mean, he
easier
threw it
catch.
to the back corner. All right. Right.
Could have just made a tech play,
Yeah, the
Just throw
Cleveland
it.
guy's objective. Okay.
Green Bay.
The former Cleveland guy's objective.
There you go. Get it right.
Okay, so AP, Big Ben, no. Torrey Holt. This is an interesting one. That
Yeah, either
wide
him or
receiver
Reggie Wayne.
spot is such a log jam. Sorry.
Yeah, either him or Reggie Wayne.
He's on the all 2000s team, has 6 straight 1,300-yard receiving seasons. Yikes.
That's tough.
That's tough.
But how many years is this? 3 years for him?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, Torrey.
That wide receiver spot is so hard to get in.
Bruce,
Yeah.
ask yourself this question: how many times has that been done since, and how many times was it done before him? When I look at a guy like Torrey Holt, who had the 1,300 plus consecutively, who had 6 consecutive seasons like that before him, and who had 6 consecutive seasons like that after him?
No, that's good. I'm curious.
Jason Witten. That's another one who has.
Good tight end.
He's second all time in catches and receiving yards among tight ends.
Second?
Second.
I thought he got passed up. Kelsey didn't pass him up yet?
It's either Kelsey or Gonzo. I think Gonzo has all the numbers.
Yeah, but I thought Kelsey passed
Jason
up.
Witten, king of the 5-yard out.
Well, he's got 1,228 catches and 13,046 receiving yards. Could be wrong.
Oh, Wayne and Holt been in finalists for 7 straight years.
Wow. Sheesh.
Nasty work. How long do you think they keep Eli out? The
A long
Brady
time.
killer.
Long time.
Eli is that guy. Remember,
The Brady killer?
right. No, Eli retired top 10 in everything among quarterbacks, right? And also, there's that line, you can't tell the story of the NFL without him. He's one of those guys. And he didn't do it once, he did it twice. And he was at his best when the lights were brightest.
Yeah.
All right, Bruce. So go ahead and defend him, just like you did for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Go ahead.
I just did. It's a similar case. Two-time Super Bowl champion. If I'm not mistaken, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. So Big Ben doesn't have that. He doesn't have any. Say again?
Didn't Strahan get one?
Maybe. So at the very least, Eli was a Super Bowl MVP. He's a 2-time champion. Those 2 runs were great runs. What's up, Sly Fox? And retires top 10 in passing yards and touchdowns and whatnot. A lot of picks though, and just over 500 regular season record. But that's also a lot of that is team and team construction. So, I mean, I believe Eli's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he won.
Man,
both
this
MVPs.
gets tough. Huh?
He won both MVPs.
Oh, there you go. That's big.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelsey is still behind Jason Witten's catches by 148 catches. Right.
Can I say something about Witten?
And he's 44 yards behind in receiving yards. Go ahead, man.
Everybody pass that up. In game 1.
Jason Witten. I remember Monday Night Football games where this dude had 1 catch for 7 yards for the first 3 quarters. And on the last 2 drives for the Cowboys, combined for like 19 targets and had like 80 yards receiving. Like, that's what they used him for. The 5-yard out, bro. He is the least dynamic tight end with those types of prolific numbers that we've ever seen in the league. He just ran his 5-yard out, and they just threw it to him, and then he fell forward for about another yard or two. He is the king of the 5-yard out.
Couldn't do nothing with it. If it ain't broke, don't what? Don't fix it.
Break it some more.
Break it some more. No, man, this is an interesting list, man. I mean, obviously, man, if you take off the field antics, then I think it's just easy. You know, Gronk, AP, Big Ben, Antonio Brown. You know, Richard Sherman definitely should be one of them. But this whole, man, it's all wishy washy, bro. It's every year they think of some odd reason. It's something off the field that they did. The status quo done changed, and you got to think about the ones that's been waiting for 7 years, like the Torrey Holtz.
I would hate to have to make these votes. Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
These are hard things. Eli versus Big Ben. This is hard stuff.
Yeah.
I would hate it. But let's go ahead and take some calls and get out of here. We're at this 2-hour mark. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. Give us a call. Give us your thoughts. What's up, baby?
What's up, fellas? So let me go ahead and get straight to the point.
Yes, please do.
One, sir, it was. I'm sorry.
I said yes, please do.
Okay, yes. It was a 7-year stretch, sir, not a 6-year stretch. So be respectful. I know that's hard for you to do. And Sneed, look, bro, you don't need to talk about the AFC North no more. Okay, you jumped off the bandwagon of the Browns and went over there to Green Bay. So let me get that out the way. So Bruce, in all seriousness, how in the French Toast T.O. did not get in first ballot first time, but they let Randy Moss get in first time. And he had off the field issues. You know, he got the drug issues, and you know, it was marijuana. But you know, I think that was when he was with the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. But I know what I do know is Randy Moss was better than T.O. So there you go. Nothing. Randy Moss was better than T.O. Period.
Okay, now if you want to say that the startup, yes, I give you. You know what, you're right, because T.O. kept dropping passes, but yay, once he caught on, he caught on. So would you say he's better than Larry Fitzgerald?
Randy Moss?
No, T.O.
Oof. No, but it's really, really close.
Wow, insane. But
Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than drop passes in his career, bro. There is no stat greater than that for a wide receiver over 18 years.
You know what? Hold on. So let me get this straight. Who blocks better, T.O. or Randy Moss?
T.O.
Exactly.
T.O. No, T.O. Yeah.
But he's okay. But look, man. I know this right here. AB, hey, you my guy. And let me say this here: that track was pretty tight.
I knew you were gonna say that. You love whack rap, but go ahead. Hurry up, man.
Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, he's not gonna get in first ballot. If he had kept a clean slate, he probably would have got in first ballot. Because he did have that stretch. Big Ben, those accusations with the motorcycle. Well, no, that wasn't an accusation. He did do that. And the situation with the restroom and all that, yeah, so he's not going to get in first ballot. I think this time right here, it should be Eli Manning. I know y'all brought up Richard Sherman, but he did have the off-the-field issues when he was intoxicated. He went over there with his wife, and it's all on camera, so he's not going to get in.
I thought that was either right at the end or afterwards, yeah.
Because he was already in the booth at that point.
Was he? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah. So Richard Sherman,
what happened?
I think his actual career, he was good.
The Richard Sherman situation was when he was working for ESPN.
Yeah, it was afterwards. Yeah, so he should be good.
Yeah, because I know that he had the off the field issues too. You know, but who else? AP. Now y'all tell me this now. Back in the day around Bruce Hope era.
Yeah, but
man,
ain't back in the day no
with
more.
his situation. Man, look, man. Oh no, Bruce, I'm giving you props for this. Man, and we out there, especially B Mama, man, hey, Mama Ellis did, you know, hey. What he got in that situation with whooping his son with a switch.
Well, listen, I'm not. I used to get some beatings, man, but that's not the point. I come from a West Indian family. You get licks when you're in a West Indian family, but that's not the
Dude,
point.
we got whooped with switches. God,
No. I
that's
get
my
it.
mom.
I think what happened was because if you remember the report, the way he was beating the kid, like he took it to a next level. Like the kid had like hold on. He had like lacerations on his testicles and whatnot. And like that's kind of
Okay. I didn't go that far.
yeah. So if you go look that report up, it was kind of crazy how he beat that kid. I
But
totally
but
get
yeah,
getting beat with a switch. I get it. I'm not averse
yeah,
to that. But like how
yeah.
far the thing went, I'm like, that's
I
pretty
didn't know
close.
about that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That and yeah. So Eli should get it now. This let me ask you guys this. Tom Brady, well, he's not gonna be a first ballot, right?
Oh, he will be.
Oh,
He
yeah.
will be.
I don't think so. If
He
Bill
should not be,
Belichick is
but he
not,
will be. See
I
the
don't think
difference?
so, Bruce, because he knew about it. He
Bro,
knew about the. Go
Ed,
ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you. Ed Dog, you my guy. Tom Brady will be first ballot. I guarantee it. He should
I
not
know that.
be, but he will be. Guys, Sneak.
So what's the difference?
He literally represents the league. Like if they have a player, their face, their jersey, the number, the smile, whatever, they'll just put a picture of Tom Brady. They'll say this is the NFL. They call him the GOAT and nobody denies it. Nobody says no, you're wrong when they say this is the GOAT. Go ahead, Eddie.
You gotta unmute, Bruce. Hold on. Stop talking, Eddie, if you can hear us.
My bad.
Talking?
All
Okay.
right, go ahead.
What did he get suspended for, Steve?
Who,
For
Tom?
Or
for Deflategate.
Deflategate. So that's okay then. So that should not make him first ballot, bro.
Ed Dog, nobody is saying you're wrong, but he will be is the
Bro,
point.
he is of the
That's what you're
caucuses.
missing.
I know with Bill Belichick situation and all that, but that's all I got. But yeah, Torrey Holt, but yeah, Eli should get in. Is Tony Gonzalez in already?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Gonzo's in.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, this one right here should be Eli, and shout out to Drew Brees for getting in there, and Larry Fitzgerald, those guys. But I think Bill Belichick will probably get in this next one. But Sizzle, well, he had those off the field issues. Oh God, it's so crazy. But yeah, that's all I got, fellas, man. Y'all have a good one. All right, man.
All right, later. All right. So we are going to leave it right there. We appreciate you all being patient, working with us through all the issues and all of that. We are going to try our best to get that fixed. Not really in our hands, but hopefully we can get in contact with somebody who can. But if you're watching on the replay, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe as well to SMT Media Network. Share the channel because if you're watching this, we know you talk sports with other people in your environment. Also, if you're watching on the live right now and you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe on the way out. Trying to get these 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Time is running, but we can do it with your help. And we out. Peace.